Hello, boys and girls. We've studied the word inequality, and we know that inequality tells us about the size of two values. But we also know that in the word inequality itself, we have the in, which we've understood meaning as not, and then we have the word equal, and the word inequality simply has something to do with not being equal. Inequalities tell us about the size of values. Math isn't always about equals and one thing being equal to something else. All we know with inequalities is that one size is larger than the other. Something is bigger or smaller than something else. If we look at the example here, our first inequality, y is less than or equal to -2. This inequality right here, y is less than or equal to -2, all we know is that y is less than or possibly equal to -2. With the second inequality, the one on the right in blue, we just know that x, whatever that is, it's greater than 1. So it's not always about being equal. Sometimes it's greater than or less than, or it's less than or equal to or greater than. I'm going to show you how to graph these inequalities on a number line. And you can see a number line right here at the bottom of the screen in white. And at the center of the number line is 0. And then to the right of it are your positive integers, and to the left of it are your negative integers. And we've studied absolute value, so you know that the absolute value of an integer is its distance from 0. But anyway, let's get to graphing these inequalities. Let's take a look at our first inequality. It is y is less than or equal to -2. This means that y is going to be less than or equal to -2. It won't just be less than -2. It includes -2 in the inequality. So it's less than -2, but it's also equal to -2. Now, if we think about a real world or real life example of this, you could have $2 of debt. And so your debt, what you owe, is less than -2 or equal to it. So maybe you actually owe less than -2, but it's -2 or less. Think about a sea level, 2 feet below sea level. So the inequality might read as something like it's 2 feet below sea level, or less than 2 feet below sea level, or it's less than or equal to 2 feet below sea level. With temperatures, it's less than or equal to 2 degrees below 0. So it's 2 degrees below 0, and it's also less than that. Now here's how we would graph that inequality. We would find -2 on the number line first. Okay, do you see -2? We found -2 right there, in fact. And what I'm going to place over -2 is a closed circle that looks like that. And in a few moments, you'll understand why it is a closed circle as opposed to an open circle, which is something that you will see me draw a little bit later. But anyway, I'm going to start with an open circle. Or sorry, a closed circle. Or some people call this a shaded circle. So y is less than or equal to -2. Now, y represents anything that is less than -2. If we look at our number line, -3, -4, -5, that is what is less than -2. -3, -4, and -5 all represent y. Those are the values that are less than -2. So what I do here is this. I draw a line from -2 going this way. And your question is, well, why do you draw the line going to the left of -2? Why do you include -3, -4, and -5 in this graphing of the inequality? Y is less than -2. I include -3, -4, and -5 in this graphing because this is what y is. Y is less than -2. What's less than -2? It's -3, -4, -5. Excuse me. Y is less than or equal to -2. So what is y? If y is less than or equal to -2, it includes -2. That's why I've shaded the -2 in over there. That's why it's a shaded or closed circle. Okay, and y is also anything less than negative 2. So I've included all numbers that are less than negative 2. And I'll repeat that one more time. Y is less than or equal to negative 2. So I'm going to include the negative 2 in my shading because y is less than or equal to it. And then I'm going to shade to the left of negative 2 because that is what y is. It's numbers that are less than or equal to negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. One more example here. Let's take a look at this inequality. X is greater than 1. So what I'll do is I'll graph this inequality, and I'm first going to find x, or sorry, excuse me, I'm first going to find 1 on the number line. There's number 1. Do you see it right there? Okay. Now x is just greater than 1. It doesn't include 1, it's greater than 1. So what I do is I put an open circle here. When you have a value when the sign, the inequality sign, has a line underneath it, it means that it's something or equal to, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. When you include the digit in the inequality, like you're in this case, remember, y is less than or equal to negative 2. Temperature is less than or equal to 2 degrees below 0. You include the 2, and so you shade it in. When it's just greater than with no line underneath, or when it's less than with no line underneath the inequality sign, you include an open circle. So x is greater than 1. We're not including 1, so we're not going to shade it in. X is just greater than 1. What is x? What could x be? X could be 2, could be 3, could be 4, could be 5. And so x, it's just greater than 1. And so it's not equal to 1, so it's an open circle, and then I shade this way. And you'll notice both of these have arrows, because they could just go on forever. And that's why we put arrows there, because they do go on forever to infinity. Alright, well that's it for this lesson. You can proceed now with the rest of your work. Just follow our work agenda, whatever that says. Thank you. And please refer to this video if you need future help.